Welcome to Goddess Garden Book Chat. I'm your host, 11 Goddess, and I am so excited to bring this book to you. It is called THANE by Randolph. I'm glad I took a chance on this novel. It wasn't what I expected. So without further ado, let's just get right into it so I can get to the personal perspective on the other side. I'll see you there.
Okay, imagine this. What if your reality, the one you trust, felt? Well, just slightly off.
Hmm.
And what if your own memories started throwing up more questions than actual answers?
That's a pretty unsettling thought.
It is. And it brings us straight to today's deep dive, the audiobook Thane by Randolph. It's definitely science fiction, but really, the heart of it is this creeping suspense.
Right, this feeling that something fundamental isn't right.
Exactly.
And just to be clear, we're not here today to spill the plot details or give away any secrets.
No spoilers here.
Our focus is purely on the experience of listening to Thane, the atmosphere it creates, the subtle questions it lodges in your mind.
And that full cast narration, it's key to how you experience it, isn't it?
Absolutely vital. It shapes the whole feeling.
So our mission today really is to explore why Thane works so well for listeners who enjoy those thought-provoking stories.
The kind that build their worlds carefully, through hints and details, rather than just telling you everything up front.
Precisely. We want to capture that impact, the feeling it leaves you with, without ruining the discovery.
And Thane does create this immediate sense. Something's wrong. It's subtle, though.
Not jump scares.
No, not at all. It's more like tiny inconsistencies, little glitches in the everyday that just feel off.
And the pacing helps that feeling build, doesn't it? It's quite gradual.
Oh, definitely. A real slow burn.
Yeah.
It lets that undercurrent of unease really take root.
You feel it almost straight away. And the story really puts you inside Chris's head.
Mm-hmm. We see this disorienting world through Chris's eyes, through their internal struggle.
Chris is just there. In this situation without clear edges, is it some kind of shared mind? A program? A constructed memory?
The lines are intentionally fuzzy.
Very much so. In the core of the story becomes Chris just trying to figure out their own place, their own existence within it all.
Chris isn't your standard hero charging in.
Not at all. It's someone trying desperately to untangle their own story.
And the way to use multiple narrators, David Ottavino, Alexandra Kohler, Karen Orihuela, Sarah Hill, and the author Randolph himself, that really dials up the disorientation.
Oh, so?
Well, the voice characters like Cassandra, Miles, Nova. And their performances add so much ambiguity. You're constantly wondering about them.
Are they friends? Foes? Do they have hidden motives?
Exactly. The vocal nuances, the tone.
Yeah.
It keeps you guessing about who's trustworthy.
That's a huge part of the tension, constantly second-guessing those relationships, the
Yeah.
whole atmosphere. It reminds me a bit of things like Annihilation, maybe Silo in some ways.
Interesting comparison. How do you mean?
Well, the unsettling feeling isn't about, giant spaceships or alien monsters. It's internal.
Right. Contained.
Yeah.
Almost claustrophobic.
Yes. That creeping dread, the disturbance within the system. Someone called it Black Mirror trapped inside a snow globe.
That's a great description. It really captures that feeling of a sealed-off, maybe unstable world.
It fits perfectly.
And this atmosphere, this carefully built uncertainty, it's not just for thrills. It sets the stage for some really deep philosophical questions.
Which emerge naturally from what Chris is going through.
Precisely. You start thinking about things like data privacy, what synthetic consciousness even means.
The ethics of surveillance, too.
Yes, and even spiritual autonomy, individuality. It's all woven in, but subtly.
It never feels like a lecture.
No, it prompts you to think. For instance, the way Chris's memories are handled. It makes you consider how easily personal data, even memories, could be, externalized. Manipulated, maybe.
Blurring the lines of who you even are.
Right.
And the writing itself feels very deliberate. Taut.
Precise.
Like every word counts. You get the strong feeling the story knows it's holding back information.
It invites you to solve the puzzle along with Chris.
Yeah, it challenges your assumptions constantly. You're always rethinking what you thought you knew.
And what's really interesting is how, as you get further in, especially towards the end, which, again, no spoilers, you feel this powerful urge to go back.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. To listen again from the start.
To see those early moments with the knowledge you have later. It shows how layered it is.
It really does. And Randolph being both author and a narrator, that's significant.
His narration style is quite understated, isn't it?
Almost detached, in a way, which weirdly makes the sense of illusion and mystery even stronger.
He guides you, but keeps his distance. Never quite shows his hand.
If you're looking for similar vibes, what other stories come to mind?
Well, Thinking thematically.
Hmm.
Perhaps Blake Crouch's Dark Matter.
Good one. The personal reality shifts.
Or maybe The Echo Wife by Sarah Gailey. That explores identity and creation in an unsettling way.
And The Memory Police by Yuko Ogawa has that quiet dread, that sense of things slipping away.
Yes, exactly. Stories that explore these big, speculative ideas, but through a very intimate, sometimes personally terrifying lens.
So, wrapping up the feeling of Thane, for you, the listener, it's a story that sort of hums.
Rather than shouts.
Yeah.
Yes.
It rewards patience, paying attention to the small things. It's this blend of thriller, puzzle, and that building tension.
So if you enjoy stories that spark questions, that twist logic in subtle ways,
And make you question perception itself.
then Thane is definitely one to explore.
It's likely to be a very rewarding listen for that kind of reader or listener.
And thinking about Thane leaves you with a pretty big question, doesn't it? Just how much of the reality you perceive is shaped by, well, your own mind, your memories, and the systems all around you.
It definitely makes you pause and think about your own grasp on what's real.
It does.
So if this deep dive into the feel of Thane has caught your interest, please do consider subscribing.
That way you won't miss our future explorations of fascinating sources.
Your support really helps us keep these conversations going. It's like we're all part of this.
Well, this collective exploration of stories, maybe like our own little goddess garden book chat, delving into things together. And today, the focus was squarely on Chris's journey through this very compelling mystery. Indeed. So, until our next deep dive,
You keep questioning
what you perceive.
and stay curious.
I hope you enjoyed the deep dive that I put together about this really interesting novel, Thane, by Aaron Randolph. As I said in the beginning, this was not what I was expecting. At one point, I even thought this book was a lot like Groundhog Day because I wasn't really picking up on the overall thread. And when you get to the end, it makes such perfect sense. But as you're on this journey, it spirals you into a lot of directions trying to figure out what is going on. But it was put together so well. So I hope that you get a chance to enjoy this novel. It's certainly worth the credit on Audible. Hopefully the library will get it so that you can enjoy it without having to expend any finances if that's an issue. If not, I hope that I gave you enough here, as I always try to do, so that you can enjoy what's out there in both the audio world and the book world sometimes. Um, Thank you so much for staying for the personal perspective. And I'll wrap up with this. Realizing that this journey is more about the creation of something great as opposed to the panic of doom of what could be happening. What would you do if you were in the position to make these kinds of decisions? I'll see you at the next great read, friends.